The daughter of a prominent Russian ultra-nationalist has been killed by a car bomb on the outskirts of Moscow. Daria Dugina was a journalist and vocal supporter of the invasion of Ukraine. There's speculation the target may have been her father, Alexander Dugin, whose calls for a new Russian empire challenging the West are said to have influenced President Putin. Will Vernon reports from Moscow.
A fireball on the streets of Moscow. 30-year-old Daria Dugina, a political commentator, was killed when a bomb exploded in the car she was driving. At the scene, her father Alexander Dugin, an ultra-nationalist philosopher. Russian media said Mr. Dugin was meant to travel in the car with his daughter, but changed his mind at the last minute, and there is speculation he was the intended target. Daria Dugina, like her father, was a vocal supporter of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. She was a regular guest on Russian television, calling the war a clash of civilizations. Both she and her father have been sanctioned by the West. Some analysts say President Putin is close to Alexander Dugin, although the nature of their relationship is unclear. But Mr. Dugin's radical nationalism has helped shape the Kremlin's foreign policy, including on Ukraine. His political movement, Eurasianism, sees Russia as the center of a new empire that will challenge the West. Back in 2016, Mr. Dugin spoke to the BBC's Gabriel Gatehouse about his views.
So we have our special Russian truth that you need to accept as something that maybe is not your truth.
Even if it's not true.
But if the truth is relative, that doesn't mean that the truth doesn't exist.
The authorities have not yet said who was behind the attack. But Russia's foreign ministry said if a link to Ukraine were found, the attack would be state terror by the Kyiv regime. An advisor to the Ukrainian president denied his country was involved. Car bombs and assassinations are rare in Moscow. But as the war in Ukraine grinds on, instability at home will be a cause for concern in the Kremlin. Will Vernon, BBC News, Moscow.